Hello, bloody hell, hello there, how are we today? Hey. This is a sick thought, isn't it? Sick thought. Saturday night, we're gonna have a little chill, see what goes on, see what's happening with people, see what people are doing. There's got someone there already. Easy, don't expect that. But I'll be good. The sun's up there, he's going out in a minute, so I'll talk a bit louder in a minute. You know what I'm like, innit? But, a bit of voodoo. Got one in grind of and one in here. You know how it is, mate. Yeah. Got a nice cup of tea, a cup of bloody tea down there. Easy, Jimmy, man. How's it going, lad? You are good, mate. I'm gonna put Link up in a minute, bud. Alright, my man. Have a little chit chat in it, see how it's going and all this lot, man. That's what I'm thinking, lad. Easy, Andrew. How's it going, lad? Just in work. Oh, man. Go on, lad. Lucky you. I mean, take it as you do. Lucky, unfortunate. I don't know. I could be lucky or unfortunate. Depends what eyes you're looking in. Look out of mine. I'm a mixture of both. Don't work too hard, though, Andrew. You know this, bro. Not worth it. Right, let me. Post a comment, man. Okay, man. Just a couple of minutes, Jimmy, and I'll let you jump on, man. Yeah. Not too bad, sir. I'm just going to chat in the shadows, if that's okay, pal. Of course it is. Of course it is, mate. Of course it is. I hope it's all good as well. You know, man. I understand. Don't worry. What's you up to tomorrow, man? What's you up to tomorrow? All good? I saw your I saw your sexy man video today, mate, honestly. And I'd rather watch that than any, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger poses, mate. I would. I thought it was, well, educated. It was an educated video, wasn't it? You know what I mean? But, what have I been doing, mate? Let me try and tell you what I've been doing. Nada. I watched a 3.5 hour documentary last night and today about snooker, the 80s snooker and everything, man. It's all yours if you want it. You got plenty of people who do, mate. I don't want to take it away from them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Piss off, you knobhead. You got knobhead. Just shitting kitchen again, mate. Try to get him out of it, but he's a wanker. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, man. But what's been going on? Couple of people asked me for going out tonight. I'm like, no. I mean, it's not even money. I've got a couple. I'd be able to go out for a couple if I wanted. It's the making like 5 joints, man, 6 joints just to be. Do you know what I mean? I can't be asked with that, so I didn't bother. But I'm gutted though. It's always a good night. There's plenty of tits, hot mate. Boom. You know how it is, isn't it? But what else? That documentary about snooker, to be fair with you, man, I well enjoyed it. Honestly, it was absolutely brilliant. I watched one about the history of darts yesterday. It's all to do with 80s, man, innit? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's where I was going to go tonight. I went there overnight on Thursday. Had a nice night. Got new staff on. It's all good, you know. And usually, that's the 2 main nights I'll go over, me, Thursdays and Saturdays. Titty night and live music, man. Tonight, live music. We've got a good band on, man. Just getting yourself out to there and doing it, innit, man? Do you know what I mean? But no, it's good fun, man. It's good fun. Good fun. Went down overnight because it was a few people's birthdays and that, man, innit? And I thought that was good. Try to do little normal fucking things, mate, innit? Do you know what I mean? You know, having fucking people at my house for coffee. Pointless as fuck, innit? But I've been doing it a little bit. Weird, mate. Don't like it. I feel like you're on a pedestal. Do you know what I mean? You've got to talk all the time and shit like that, man. Do you know what I mean? So, what do you mean, why? Explain, bro. Do you know what I mean? I hate guests. I hate being the one who it's all about. I hate being a horse. I don't seem in a bad place, do I, mate? I know. I'm trying to get myself out to fucking hospital in Manchester because I've got to get an X-ray on my fucking mouth, innit, yeah, so I can get my teeth done. I've been meaning to do it. I'm going to do it on Monday, but it's if I don't get up at like 3 o'clock. Do you know what I mean? I just need to get up and go out and do it. Do you know what I mean? But the son's dog, I'll say this quietly because he's out there. The son's dog, you've all seen him. You've all seen him. Toby, the little Yorkshire Terrier, he died yesterday during an operation to try and get a tumour out. Horrible, innit? I know. But it is what it is. Sad as fuck is what it is. Do you know what I mean? But it happens to us all, you know. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, shit. Don't know what I did there. I was just looking about and stuff, man, innit? But I didn't see that, man. But no, I keep thinking to myself, man. Yeah, that I'm out. Alright, I'm getting them. Do you know what I mean? Deep down, I think, you know what I mean? Steps. Mate, there is sound there, mate. But what is it? Yeah, man. Yeah. I've just pressed it on and off and it's happened. It's gone on anyway. Well, let me tell you one thing, man. Tell me if you hear this, yeah. I actually did drop my phone at mop bucket over there, man. Yeah, so. Yeah, man. I'm mopping away, right? And I heard a little bang and I didn't think note of it. Yeah, I didn't think note of it at all. Evening, Dennis. You alright, my man? Yes, lad. Jimmy will be back in a minute. I think he just turned his phone on and off because he's not getting no sound. It's possible, mate. It's very possible my finger was over Mike, mate. Very possible. You know me, mate. I'm a bit thick like that. But what is it? Yeah, my anxiety works how I am. I think, man. If I feel alright, I can kind of control the anxiety. If I feel like shit, the anxiety just goes. Do you know what I mean? I'm controlling the depression. How? How? Do you know what I have actually done, Jimmy? Right, is what I tell myself not to do all the time, man. I tell myself not to do it all the time. But I've reduced my meds again, yeah, and I'm not even taking them every day, yeah, and it's giving me major headaches and dizziness, major. But is that why I feel alright? Do you know what I mean? It's all questions to me, man. I do believe. I don't know what I believe, but it's weird, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like I'm taking like one of each tablet like every 2 days instead of every 1 day. Do you know what I mean? And I've reduced half of them before a few weeks ago. My month, well, December. I'm trying, mate. I'm trying, but I can't do it all at once. because they do. Do you know what I mean? If you understand what we do, then you'll know. But what we actually do is these tablets are meant to just bind your brain levels together. And when you stop taking them, it shatters them all back out like that, man. Do you know what I mean? So you got to wean off them. But we don't understand it, man. Do you know what? I've been questioning myself lately, man. Right? I'm like, why wouldn't I be able to do that? Why you doubt yourself, Ian? These are all just daydreams in my head, though. Do you know what I mean? I was thinking, why wouldn't you be able to do it? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? What would happen if you did do it? Shit like that, man. There. It's not always a good thing, though. I nearly get myself into trouble. Oh, he's gone now. I can talk a bit louder. I nearly get myself in trouble, man. Last few times I've been out, I've like been nearly fighting each time, man. And that's just me being like not taking it. Do you know what I mean? Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy. I believe in me. I'm starting to anyway. I'm getting some decent people around me and stuff like that, man. Do you know what I mean? Oh, go on, who's fighting on UFC, mate? I'll watch tonight's UFC in about a week or something, man. You know me, mate. You know me. But is it Nate Diaz? It is, isn't it? Is it 300? What do you think, right, about Paddy Pimblett fighting Conor McGregor? No, not even that, man. Not even that, man. It's just me having a laugh with people who can't. Do you know what I mean? And then I say something in a joking fashion, and they turn around and, how fucking dare you see that? Sort of thing, man, right? And I'm like, because I fucking can. Do you know what I mean? What the fuck, take a laugh and all that shit. And then next thing you know, they're in your face, man. I'm like, the fuck, man, get outside, you little prick. But that kind of shit happens, and if it don't, I'm really controlling it from happening. Because of the few people, I'm like, well, just get the fuck away from me, mate. You're doing me head in. Do you know them kind of people? And yeah, I'm just trying to have a good night, is all. But it'll all come on missing. But I won't lie, Jimmy. Like, don't tell anyone this. But sometimes I actually go out with the intentions of just causing trouble and getting beat up. Does that sound weird? Just to see if I'll defend myself. Do you know what I mean? But then when I cause a bit of trouble, they'd never want to, so I might feel a bit of a dickhead then, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think Paddy Pimblett would give him it, man. Lost at sea, easy. Thank you all for coming on over, man. You can tell when Jimmy's put his link out, you know what I mean? When everyone's putting the link out and that. Thank you all. But, no, mate, no. I think, what I actually think, is Conor McGregor cannot have got well that quick, right, without using all the steroids. And then you look at him, right, and he built himself right up, healthy, eating, get fucked, or don't get that. He's a Keith. Dennis, everyone, lost at sea, Jimmy's, the yo. And how's he going to get a fight? That's what I think. But it's all corrupt, man. It all depends on what state they're fighting and shit like that, innit? That's all it is. But it would be nice, innit? I've never seen a Paddy Pimblett fight, I won't lie. I've never seen a Paddy Pimblett fight. I just know that a lot of people like him, man. It's weird, that, innit? Because I really haven't. Hang on. Maybe one. But it went like worth it out then. Vera's in the house. We've got a Vera. Anyone know Vera? Vera's in the house.
Good evening, Ian. How are you doing?
Not bad, Martin. How are you doing, my man?
You have to keep up the pretense, Ian, okay? Tonight,
Yes, Vera.
Ian,
Yes.
I identify as Vera, okay?
Yes. Hiya, Vera. Sorry. I know I get a lot of trouble for misquoting diagnoses and stuff like that. You see, I'm a doctor.
Don't
I
worry.
identify as a doctor. Do you know what I mean? They actually call me Dr. Herdman, but that's all the people in my head. Do you know what I mean? So I get you.
I've had a couple of probably a bit too much sherry. I have to say that James O'Neill has put me up to this. He's basically blackmailing me. He's got all these pictures of me in like bad positions and stuff like I sent to him when I'm drunk or something. And he said, you must come on and identify as Vera this evening just to kind of cheer Ian up, you know?
Thank you, Jimmy. I think.
Yeah.
But what I'm more interested in, right, is these pictures he's got. I think, right, you can never deal with someone holding things to ransom. They're always going to let it out. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be in Wigan Herald, page 10, next week.
It's really funny, like pictures. I back in the day, around about like 2010, when I was still like had a decent body and everything like that, and me and my girlfriend split up. She threatened. Literally, this is the reverse of what normally happens. It's normally like blokes threaten to put their girlfriends online, and she threatened to put me online. And I actually said to her, I said, I've never looked so good as in 2010. So do it, you know, if that's going to be my lasting legacy, you know, go for it.
Of course, man. Of course. And the day, man, I won't be bothered if a picture of me, if I was stupid enough to send them to him while I was pissed. I wouldn't be bothered if he got out there. I wouldn't at all. But would bother me is none of it, to be fair. It wouldn't bother me because it's there and you can't help what you are. It's art
Yeah,
nowadays. It's
Ian,
all
like,
art.
yeah, I mean, like 13 years ago, I was slim, had a six pack, and all the rest of it, and it was like you know, I was a typical kind of bloke, you know. Now I'm like a sad old beard belly kind of, you know, person, and I'm trying to come to terms with like, you know, aging. It's very, I think, especially women, I think that they don't think that men have the same anxieties, which we literally do, you know. We just try not to talk about them, or we try to suppress it with you know, in different ways.
Everyone's got that, but every single person has got their own ways of handling their anxiety. And do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
I think it's all out there. It's just people buzz off being anxious and being wary and being paranoid. People buzz off it and then excel more. Do you know what I mean? There's just differences in different people. I think it's a bit of a bitch.
yeah.
Dennis, is on to you, mate. Dennis wants a bit there.
It's a very difficult one, isn't it? It's about wanting. We don't want to forget the past, but sometimes reminding yourself too much of the past can cause like increased anxiety. You know, I I recently I've been looking at, you know, old picture tins of, you know, of things where it wasn't online, but everyone used to take pictures and put them in a tin. Um, and it's a mixed pleasure, isn't it? Because you can get a lot of pleasure from looking at things, but also it can create,
Trigger.
you know,
It triggers a lot as
sadness.
well. It triggers a
Yeah,
lot of
exactly.
different
It triggers
things.
things, and it
Yeah.
creates a sadness, and you need to be able to kind of like handle it.
Do you know what I'm really trying to do, me? Right? I keep. This is my idea of what I'm trying to do. Right? I'm trying to trigger them things. I'm trying to trigger them so I can understand what the fuck they actually are. Because I'm just dealing with all the sleep stuff I don't understand in my head. I don't know this. I don't know that. So I'm just trying to trigger things. So I
So
just come in my head.
why
Do you know
would
what I
you
mean?
want to? So why would you want to trigger things though, Ian? Why would you want, you know?
Because my head's a bit fucked, mate, and I'm like
Okay.
living a life where I've got a big, massive blank space running through it, and I ain't got a clue what it is. I ain't got a clue. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just trying to, what is it? I ain't got a clue. And
I want to
sort
say
of,
something to you. I say something to you, Ian. Is that I used to get frustrated with people who and I used to say, and I used to take them out at night and say, look at the sky, look at this wonderful world that we can never get a grip on, and people would just shrug their shoulders at me. But I'm kind of now I can understand. It's like now I can understand them a little bit better because I'm kind of like that, just ignoring stuff.
I do it a lot, mate. And the day I go out with my dogs, and since I've like stopped drinking fruit day, yeah, because I don't drink fruit day now, and I don't drink many days a week now, to be fair. But since I've been
Yeah,
doing that,
that's a
I've
good
been,
thing, though, isn't it?
yeah,
Sometimes
but I've been recognizing these things. I've been recognizing the smells in air. I've been recognizing birds flying about, man. Do you know what I mean? It's a weird feeling, even though it's always been there. But I do enjoy it. It's nice, man. Do you know what I mean? Just weird. It
I
just,
think sometimes what you have to do is I hate to say it, but sometimes see people who are in a weirder situation than you. So
yeah,
I go up to this fishing lake every other day, and I see these kind of guys who literally they pay £10 to kind of sit in a bivouac with two rods, and they're smoking all day. And I'm thinking like they look calm, but they're well more fucked up than I am.
yeah, because they're willing to go and be them out there. Yeah. It's a hard world we live in, man. Do you know what I mean? But it's not. It's like everyone's living with it. It's just like I said before. Everyone's got different coping strategies, and what works for one don't work for another. Do you know what I mean? And everyone's
Absolutely.
individualist. So you just try to find um, your own path. I think, man. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I
It's
don't know. I can't.
sometimes no, it's
Well,
like sometimes um you can say too much, and it doesn't always. People say it's good to talk, but sometimes when you've talked to somebody, you end up feeling worse because you've revealed too much of yourself, and you
a
you,
lot
you
of
sit
times,
down afterwards and you think, I wish I'd been quiet.
and a lot of times, it's not the things. Sometimes it's the things to say what I'm bothered about, but most of the time it's who I've said it to, what they're gonna do with it. Do they really give a fuck? Have I told it to someone who don't care? Have I bothered their day more by telling them these things and shit like that, man? Do you know what I mean? I go away with all that kind of stuff when I do talk
Yeah.
to people. Thank you. Anyway, I've been trying to get full episodes of Jeremy Kyle's show. So I hope everyone who's watching this is welcoming what we've been giving you here, man. All right,
So Ian, do you? So I have this massive thing with the old Jeremy Kyle show. My
Yeah.
my my girlfriend, she used to love watching it, and her sole reason for watching it was to look at people who are in a worse situation than her. And my
Damn right.
sister literally loathes it, and I have to say, I cannot stand the man. I really can't stand him.
Yeah, you don't have
But
to. You don't have to like the man. Go on.
there's a certain prurient interest in watching that program, but I do think that people are being exploited. No, I'm glad it ended.
Oh, I don't know, man. It was brilliant entertainment, man. People get exploited on Jerry Springer show. People get exploited on Steve Wilco's show. People
Yeah,
get
I
exploited on
think.
Peter Goddard's show. It's what the public want to see. They want to see these
Yeah, I don't know. I
people
think.
going there and making a fool of themselves and telling the stories and trying to figure out, oh, is he going to pass? Is he going to pass? But people want to do that. It triggers his brain and
Yeah. So the thing what I would say was with Jerry Springer show, it was that whole you knew you're entering like a game show environment, Jerry. Whereas Jeremy Kyle, he did try to blur the lines and make it into something which, I'm trying to help
Have you
these
seen the
people.
1991, 92 versions of the Jerry Springer show? They was set in the same basis. They was set in the exact same basis, right? And they had a really serious thing, but they knew they couldn't fill the stories, So we started getting fake stories, what entertained people instead. It's all a program. Do you know what I mean? It's programmed to do this certain thing, and they try to figure it out and see what people watch. I can't explain it, but when he first started that, Jeremy Springer's had some right people on, controversial as fuck. Do you know what I mean? Like Ku Klux Klan leader. Do you remember that one? Do you know what I mean? He's had
Yeah.
so
I mean,
many.
I used to.
Go on.
Yeah, I think it's a different mindset. So when I watched Jeremy Springer, Jerry Springer show, sorry, it was just a massive big laugh. Then when I came to watch Jeremy Kyle, I'd been through stuff, so I didn't really see it in the same light. You know, I saw it as exploitative rather than as like, you know, a laugh.
Definitely.
Fucking
But
hell.
you've got to understand, yeah, people actually sign up to it, know what we're getting into. Do you know what I mean? But they want to do it. Do you know what I mean? Because it's the only place on earth they can go to. They didn't know, like, the Wigan Joker had a podcast where you could come on and do all your things. Did with Jimmy, mate?
Good evening, gentlemen. I was inspired by the presence of Martin Redding dressed as Vera.
I think you set me up tonight with Martin. You know this.
Why do me
No,
eyes?
it's not a setup, Ian. It's not a setup at all. Seriously.
Why do my eyes look like pissholes in the snow? I look like Mike Lutchins after like rigor mortis setting, and they cut him down.
You look like you've been smoking a bit of Buddha, mate. To be fair, look at my eyes.
Black Dale. Good evening, everybody. Subscribe to Ian, everybody. Subscribe to Ian. Smash the like. Let's get Ian's channel fucking stoked up. You've got Redding on here. What more do you? He never come on my fucking
Yes.
live. Stop doing them. He's fucking dressing up with pensioners.
I consider myself a little bit too good for you these days, Jim. You know.
Well, there is something in there.
Should I be honoured there, Ben? I don't know.
Black Dahlia, I've got a question for you. There used to be somebody who you knew from your village who used to come on, and he was a butcher. Is he still and he just vanished off the chat? I don't think I particularly offended him. He was the one person I didn't offend. Black Dahlia, yeah, is he like a butcher from your village? Is he all right? He vanished anyway. Yeah, Martin Redding inspired me to join Ian's little soiree. You know.
Well, when I heard you,
it's always good to see the man in the orange room exposing himself, so to speak, to the public.
I don't know why my eyes look like pissholes in snow. I look like
they do, don't they? Have you been on the sherry, Jim?
No, he's not a butcher anymore. Was he given the chop?
Mate, do you just plan these, mate? No.
I've got another. How's he making ends meet?
Oh, fucking hell. I don't know.
What a card, Ian. What a card he is. You know? What a card.
He's a lucky card, mate. If you have a Jimmy card, mate, that's a lucky card.
Or Conard. Conard, I would say. If you want to know your French, Conard.
You
well,
like
I can't
that
say that by someone calling himself Barrett, but his name's Martin. So I can't hear a Conard from someone like that, innit?
Conard Massif. Conard Massif, Ian. Like,
I don't like
Same
that
to
word.
you, bro.
that one
Same to you.
I don't like that word.
Everyone giggle Conard. You know what I'm talking about.
The word isn't colourful though. The word isn't rich. It's just kind of like sounds like a bird, a species, or something. What shit?
Oh, Père de mer de con, sir. Père de mer de con, sir.
I'm trying to learn Spanish on Duolingo.
Oh, well, you're on the wrong channel because this is French on here. We're trying to teach the people French.
No, don't do French, man. I only speak Jamaican. Rastafari in the house, bro. Yes, man.
Ian, have you ever tried if you're bored in the daytime, download the Duolingo app, and you can learn the language for free.
Do you know, honestly, Jimmy, I won't lie, right? Every time I'm sat here watching a shit as fuck program, I always have your fucking voice running through my head. Why don't you just learn a fucking language? Why don't you just learn a fucking language? I'm like, fuck off, man.
No, don't take me on. I'm no benchmark for fucking. I'm no benchmark for people's lives. You know what I mean?
No, it's good to do, but
No, I mean, Jim is only an expert in 19th century language of the Dickensian type.
I tell you what, I went through Wigan yesterday afternoon, and it was like David fucking Copperfield. It was full of fucking scrubbers and druggies and fucking filth. You know, pub were fucking full at 4 o'clock of like ne'er-do-wells and
I've got a thing through there, man. Right, yesterday, right, there was this guy, right, pissing it down yesterday, wasn't it? Fucking freezing, yeah. And he's out there with a t-shirt waiting to score his crack or whatever, right, yeah. It's not weird, I know this, man. It's worse than that, right? And then he's there dancing around for 20 minutes, right? Morning, right? It's cold. Yeah, and I'm watching him here. I'm like, fuck me, I'm glad I don't do that no more. And today, the same guy with another guy, man, had a coat on today, but it was sunny. Weird. Right, starts going through this fucking bag of clothes and fucking thing what someone's left there. Oh, I'll have that. Put it in my bag. And I'm like, that must be joys of life, mate. Was I missing something back in there? I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, that's sorry.
No, go on. You're all right.
No, that's Ian's just hit upon one of the things that I like to highlight upon in my travels around my area is people who massively inappropriately dress. So you've got like, you know, people wearing like fucking sleeping bags and parkas, like when it's, you know, when it's warm. And you've got like people wearing vests and t-shirts, watching football matches like I was at this afternoon. Insane. Aliens are amongst us all the time.
I know, honestly, I've always thought it, but when you're actually looking at one, do you know what I mean? Like I am right now, I understand it. Every time I look away.
Martin, I think you're a fucking alien.
That's what I was getting at.
Of course, yeah. I consider myself like an you know, an inheritance to David Bowie and the Man Who Fell to Earth, except that I don't have inventions.
I was just going to say the Man Who Fell to Earth.
Yeah, but I haven't invented the Polaroid camera or anything like that, and I'm not good looking.
You look like David Bowie and the Man Who Fell to Earth after 30 years of crystal meth abuse.
Exactly, Jim. You know, I'm not even offended by that. That's the actual truth. That's the truth.
I'm going to share Ian's live now. I'm in socials. Socials, as the kids say.
Right, as I do, innit, mate? You do that, though, mate, right? In 5 minutes, I'll be like, right, let's end this now, guys. Yeah. No, I'm just going to put the phone down.
I'm coming on a live stream when there's some fucking interaction, but the ones I did wasn't.
I know what you mean.
Ian, I don't know how you do it when you're on your own. You can just riff. Like I used to be able to do, I just can't do it anymore. I think
most of the time, man, I just like I like hearing my own voice. It must be, mate.
Like the sound of your own voice. That's quite funny.
There's no other reason, mate, why I talk like that for that long and nobody responding, nobody fucking watching or out. There's no reason I do that unless I actually like the sound of my own voice. And I honestly, I really don't. Have you listened to your voice back at any times? I've got an annoying voice, man. I sound
I think I sound very camp.
Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? You never know what people think because you don't hear what other people hear.
I think I sound effeminate, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, you do. You definitely do, Jim.
I think I do.
I tell you what, Jim can sometimes he sounds like northern posh. Sometimes he sounds disinterested. Sometimes he literally can hit Cockney hard man, literally nail it. He's a talented man, you know.
What are you talking about, you slag? Are you trying to mug me off? You trying to mug me off, you cunt? Hey, sunglasses there, you cunt.
I think, right, a really good thing for accents, man, is Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. The amount of different accents you've got in that one movie, man, is amazing. Do you know what I mean?
He's Ian. He's born in, like, it should have been like his Jim should have hit his peak like during the fucking 70s and 80s. Like that would just be ideal.
Didn't you know, Martin, that Jimmy was actually William Shakespeare? Do you know what I mean? That is William Shakespeare. Yeah, didn't you know that?
I was one of the one of the three musketeers, bro. I was the fifth musketeer that ended up on Pip.
Yeah. he was D'Artagnan's long lost brother.
Martin, sorry, Ian. Martin, you're a man of culture. What was the story of the man in the iron mask?
Oh God, that's so bizarre that you. Oh, that's such a long one to get into.
I watched about the other day.
So popular. There's two popular theories. The man in the iron mask. One theory goes that it was Louis I think it was, who was the king? Louis the 14th?
13th, I think.
Yeah, his brother, who had a better kind of lineage to the throne.
It was a twin brother, wasn't it? It was a twin brother.
Yeah, something like that. But that's kind of been disproved. Maybe it was a kind of a count who had too much influence, who was like banished, and so everybody. It was the reason for the Iron Mask was because even in those times about like people knowing, you know, who you were with no pictures or anything, he was well known enough. And there was a third kind of theory where he was basically someone at court who just literally heard too much of what was going on, and they didn't really feel like they wanted to just off him. So they kind of, you know, kept him in that way, and there was a whole kind of story with the.
That's tight. If it is that one, that's tight as fuck, right? It's like, man, we should kill him, but now I feel bad about killing him. Let's lock him away with a fucking iron mask on his face for the rest of his life.
Ian, what about the royal family? And there was them two mental sisters who they didn't want nobody else. They locked them away for all their lives.
Yeah, that's true.
Our royal family locked two fucking sisters away.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that's true.
Our royal family are horrible murdering bastards anyway, and we have been forever. Do you know what I mean? Even this royal family got murderers.
I'm not saying nothing. It's him. It's him.
I say it. They're murdering bastards, man. I heard that. Honestly, someone said to me earlier. They said, do you know that thing where you talk to someone about something? You talk to someone about something, yeah? And the next few days they're either dead or whatever because you've been talking about this, so you think, yeah, all right, it must be because I was talking about it. I said, fuck me, we should start talking about King Charles more, shouldn't we? And we just laughed. Because if you talk about him about him being dead, hopefully, boom, it'll happen. But hey, man.
Ian, what you're forgetting is that's the form of a curse. And the thing with a curse is it comes back on you.
I know. I don't believe that. I don't really believe that he'll die. I don't want him to die that often at all. Do it? None of us do. We all love our whole fucking family for perverted motherfucking assholes, mate.
I'm not letting anyone stick a probe up my arse. I'd rather die.
I preferred the Queen. And I never thought I'd say that.
Yeah.
I know.
We all did.
What were your favourite track?
The show must go on.
It's a kind of magic.
Do you know what? The best album Queen did was Innuendo for me. It was amazing. The last album he did.
I was going to say that's the last one, wasn't it? I have listened to that. I have heard that, man. Right? I watched a documentary about it years ago, man. Yeah, and it was so It was so different then, man. It was so ill then, and he was just trying. Who was that woman? He brought a song with Opera Woman as well, didn't he?
I know what you mean, but I can't think of.
There was a few people who were working with, man, and what do you do in it?
Martin actually looks like a fence out of Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels.
What's he called, man? Fucking
one of them who has one of them. What they called, and they know all information. It's not a graph, is it? It's what are they called in them films? Like and they're an informant.
Enforcer.
No, like where a Bobby goes to him like and says, "What you got?" You know,
grass. A grass.
Pins him up against the wall and says, "Where's that? Where's the time?
Where's the bloody loot, mate?"
Then stuffs £50 note in his top pocket.
Slapped him on arse on way out.
That's a different film, Ian.
Right, I'm just gonna put my phone here, yeah, and make it play. I can't be a minute. I've done all my preparation. Are you, Tracy?
Are you okay, Martin?
Yeah, well, you know, like some like fucking nightclub owner who thinks he's got all the fucking balls, knows fuck all, and like, yeah, like obviously you're gonna come up and you're gonna rub up against people like me who just like know a little bit more, like fucking shove you out the door.
Why do I look stoned? I
Fuck's
look more stoned than Ian, and I've not. All I've done, I did like a kebab and some steak today. I might be poisoned on red meat.
What a
What's that? Is that weed? Drugs?
Yeah. It's wax, man.
Ian,
Weed wax.
Does Ian just still have the marching powder?
No. I'm thinking about getting some like next week or something. And then I'm like, what's the point, man? I go out. When you know when I go out, man, right? Walk around, and when I'm just sick of like talking, I'll just dance, right? And I'll be the only person there. I see people looking at me, so I'll turn away and think,
Ian, we need some footage of you. We need some footage of you dancing.
No, you don't, mate. You won't get that shit, bro.
No,
Yeah, mate.
Can you get some footage of you dancing, please? We want to see.
I could do, mate, but I'm not incriminating myself, mate. I'm not incriminating myself for anything.
Well, have you been going out and having fisticuffs with people recently?
No. Arguments, man, and things what could. People really, I've been finding that people are really aggravating me. Certain people are really aggravating me. Do you know what I mean? So I've got to just get my way around it. Do you know what I mean?
I think I've always maintained that I think you could be quite hard in a fight.
I don't know. It's all about what you've got up here, innit, man?
I think,
but I do too, bro. I do too. But that's what I'm scared of, don't you think?
I just think you've got something.
I'm scared. It's a scary thing, though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? What if you do and you go out and you actually hurt someone? That's not what I'm.
Then again, Ian, you have to kind of say to yourself, what good is this going to do me?
Yeah, exactly.
You could get jail for 10 years and end up on Sean Atwood talking about.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride, and you have to act. But if you're going to use violence, you should make sure it's like you get in first and it's decisive, and then you walk away.
Yeah, that's what I've kind of done before.
You don't need weapons; you just need your hands. You just need your hands and your feet, nothing else.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Good evening, Sid Precious. Everybody who's not, please subscribe to Ian's channel. I think I'm passing on the baton of live streaming to Ian. I don't want to really do them anymore.
But I'm not like I'm not really doing them. I only did it today, like because I know Jimmy was like a bit like.
Well, you know what? Recent events on my channel have just really recent events on my channel have really. And I do, Sid. I look. Can I just state publicly? I have had no drugs, no weed, and I don't feel particularly tired. But the camera never lies, and I look fucked like I've just woke up.
Yeah.
You know.
I didn't know you.
I've always said that. I've always said that about you, Jim. You look naturally fucked. That's that's one of your.
I didn't know you could passively smoke through a phone. You know what I mean? I feel grateful. Might do it again.
Bear with me.
Hi, Haley. You all right, love? Right, let me get this one. I need to start fucking exercising or something, man. Everything's hurting me. I don't like it. My belly's getting fucking big.
Ian, I see you in the future, like conducting the podcast while like doing like on a Peloton bike, you know, at the same time or something like that, you know.
I'll pay a monthly fucking subscription for that shit, mate, innit? I've looked that up.
Well, I don't really mean a Peloton bike, but you know, one of those ones you can get, you know, a knockoff one from fucking B&M or something, and you're just doing the whole kind of thing.
I went down to Ricky Hatton's gym once to become a member there, and I'm like, it didn't appeal to me. I wasn't ready for it. I was just like, sat there doing whatever we were doing. I'm thinking, I want to be a bro. And I didn't really put myself in there. Do you know what I mean? But I'd rather work out at home. I'd rather just do a few things at home when the curtains closed and just fucking no one can see me. It's I don't know, it's a fucked thing, innit? I think a lot of people are like that though.
I exercise. I love. It's the first time I've ever used that word. I think. It's Martin's literal vibrations that are affecting me. I don't like exercise, but I go through periods of going to the gym, and but then I slide off it, and now I'm in one of my kind of sliding off periods of.
I make sure to walk like 10,000 steps at least 3 times a week.
And you do alternate hand movements with sherry, don't you? As a sherry bottle.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I have like 2 glasses. I lift them up, and you get that stretching movement that goes up and then down.
Well,
like that. Have a swing, down.
One day you'll go left hand, one day right hand, one day left, one day right.
Yeah.
I do.
Let me just ask. Ailey says, "What happened to your lives?" Ailey, I can't be asked anymore. People stop doing. I am fucked me, aren't I seem fucked. People stopped donating and all that, and the lives just became hard work. And I just want to. I'll jump on Ian's or anybody. If Stephen was, do what?
Here's a good one for people. I actually donated to Jim once he stopped live streaming.
Yeah, I'll fucking look after that $5. It's framed. I'm going to get fucking framed.
Yeah, I sent Jim a Winston. I said, "Here's a Winston. Now you're no longer online."
Never heard the term Winston before. What is it? Cockney slang?
No, well,
it's a fiver, isn't it? Winston Churchill. You know.
Yeah.
Oh right, I thought it was like Winston Ivor, fiver or something.
Yeah, I was out there and I thought, oh yeah, he's on there, isn't he? Yeah.
I was Miller and Carter.
It's like I have to regularly send my son a Jane Austen, like fucking 4 times a week.
That's a tenner, yeah.
Yeah.
I won't be able to do that, mate. Honestly, who's on for 20 then? Go on.
Can't remember. They've changed them, haven't they?
Who's on the 50?
The shit now. You can't stack modern money.
You actually know who's on the 50, but it's that guy who got killed for being gay, the guy who made the computers. Yeah. Bobby
Davro?
No, in 1967 it used to be illegal in this country to be gay. Do you know what I mean?
Alan Turing.
Alan Turing, yeah. He's on a 50.
Alan Turing.
Yeah. Imagine that, Bob. He invented what we now take advantage of the computer. He invented it and he never lived long enough to actually use it because the British government, I didn't even know this, right? But the British government actually sold the technology to America He said, "Babe, we can't do nothing about technology. It's useless. Let's
So
sell
was
it."
was he behind without him there'd be no Microsoft or whoever kind of thing?
Exactly, yeah. We'd
It
still
was.
build
It's also mostly
behind.
British scientists, but British physicists who, like, helped to create the atom bomb as well. So we've got a lot to answer for.
Yeah.
And Tim Berners-Lee with the internet as well.
Martin.
Laws have got a lot to answer for because laws kill people, right? And then laws get turned around years later, right? Laws have got a lot to answer for, I think.
Let me just say, Martin, is that why you dressed as Oppenheimer tonight?
Yeah.
Yes, and I've been smoking for the first time in years tonight, Jim, as well. So yeah,
you've not been smoking, have you?
yeah, I've had 2 Marlboros tonight. Yeah,
What's happening to you?
I know. I'm going down the trench, Jim.
Can you send me a video of you smoking? I mean, that sounds like a fetish.
No. I don't want to get addicted, so that's it. I've had my. I don't want to go beyond. Even when I used to smoke, I used to have 1 in the morning, 1 at lunchtime, 1 in the evening. I've never been like heavy duty.
So. Joseph Mengele is in. Hello, Joseph. He says stranger things happen at sea. Vera, evening all.
Yes.
Sid Precious says, "How's Hastings, Martin?"
It's very good. Yes, I'm here to solve crimes. I sent, bizarrely, like with all the kind of stuff, I sent Jim a picture of. They have a Sussex World online kind of forum here. And I sent Jim a picture of like the local like nonce watch, and literally some of these people had ears which are below their fucking jawline. And they look like the hills have eyes. I couldn't quite believe it. If you think I look weird, there's a hell of a lot more people down here. They send that Colin Pitchfork down here, for Christ's sake. Colin Pitchfork, and then like 3 days on release, he'd fucking done all sorts of horrendous crimes. He was hanging around school.
Who is Colin Pitchfork?
He was like a notorious, like, nonce, like he'd done stuff, put in jail, and they released him to St Leonard's, for fuck's sake, which is like it is literally the nonce capital of the world. And and like 3 days he was like put back inside for like after he'd been like acting suspiciously.
Well, end of the day, he's got a nonce's name. That is a weird. It's almost like a comedy nonce's name. He'd be in Viz. Colin Pitchfork.
Exactly. No, you don't believe me? Just Google it. It's just insane,
Raped and killed some teenage girls. Not making fun of that, like.
No, he's a horrible, horrible, disgusting person. And whoever decided that it might be a good idea to release him, it's insane, Jim, one of my career avenues was in probation, and I couldn't handle it. I did like about 8 months in probation, and the pressure to kind of release people who you didn't trust to come back in the community was horrendous. I couldn't do it. I jacked it. Right, it's a joke. I shoot them all. Seriously, I'm hardcore.
But my agent, this sounds really wanky. My agent's texting me. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second.
He's saying, Jim, fuck you. Who's that cool geezer in the corner?
It's actually Sam Goldwyn. It's saying like, who's the guy? We don't want the Thingy Murphy for what's his fucking name? That Irish cunt in Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
We want
Cillian Murphy.
The
Killian
older
Murphy.
Well, the older Oppenheimer, he moved to St Leonard's on Sea and smoked Marlboro. And
Yeah, fucking Oppenheimer's still alive. He's living in St Leonard's on Sea. Do you know him? Can you give me his number? Okay. Your left leg, your left thigh is not as attractive as you think it is. Please put it away.
who is it? Guy Pearson said, in this pose, I look like Burt Reynolds from the Playboy.
You do exactly. That's the one I was searching for. You literally look like Burt Reynolds, or I don't know who's that. Who's that guy? Who's that fucking guy? Oh Christ, the 70s porno star with the moustache. What's his name?
Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy. Yes. All you need is the tash. But he was a nonce as well, wasn't he? Apparently. Mind you, I probably look like the pervy uncle who's just like, who's just opened the door to seeing some kind of seedy kind of thing. And I'm like ostensibly there to break it up, but then I decide to join in.
All right, people back. Yeah, no, and it said Ron Jeremy there. I seen picture he put up with his like fucking all his fire out and everything over there as well. And it, Jimmy lad.
Sorry, mate. I'm out to the combo for a few seconds, but I'll be back.
Ian. The thing is, Ian, he's too big for us. Even at this late stage of the Saturday night, he's too big for us. He's on the phone to his agent, so he says. And it hasn't got really time for like chatting with the likes of us anymore.
Of course I have.
No, end of the day, right? You got to get, but if you've got an agent, there's a reason why you've got an agent. Yeah, and agents, I could imagine, are complete wankers, and it's very running it. The only agent I've got is I don't know. Baking soda's not an agent, is it? It's
I've it's not baking soda, but for me it's bicarbonate of soda. Whenever I get like acid reflux, I search the cupboard and find like bicarbonate of soda. And it says on the internet, it says quarter of a teaspoon, but I tend to put like a fucking tablespoon or two with some milk and swallow it down. And that sorts out the problems quickly.
What does that do? It sorts your acid reflux out, yeah.
Yeah. Just bicarbonate of soda. It's like, don't waste your money on Rennies or any of that shite. Just get some bicarbonate of soda and some full cream milk. Wash it all in. Maybe a bit of yogurt. And you're sorted.
What is it? Turmeric and milk. I've done that. And that was disgusting, just how you think. Do you know what I mean? But it's meant that I only did it because I was going through a really stressful time, and I got told that if you put a teaspoon of turmeric in a little bit of milk, mix it up, and drink it, right? It's really good for your anxiety and chills you out and everything. Which it's true. It is 100% true. But it just tastes like shit.
Turmeric's good for inflammation.
It's all good for you, these things, isn't it, man? I've got a drawer full of all different vitamins and stuff down here, but every time I take them, man, I get all dizzy and shit, man. I think I'm like mixing them up. I shouldn't be or something. Taking them at the wrong time.
I've started to add some magnesium and extra. I basically get a teaspoonful of Marmite with all the B vitamins, shove a magnesium tablet and vitamin D into it, and a few blueberries, and take that. And that's all you need.
Is that with your Marlboro, Martin, as well? Is that?
Yes. Teaspoon of Marmite, a magnesium tablet, vitamin D, 2 blueberries, and a Marlboro.
In a glass of
absolutely
sherry.
Sorted.
Stirred up in a glass of sherry.
You can't.
Yeah, wash it all down. Wash it all down.
Can you put
With some
blackberries in it
Harvey's
for
Bristol
instead?
cream
Can you put
just
blackberries
before
in it instead?
breakfast, and you'd be absolutely munted, I would say.
On a
It's
serious
all
note,
you
though,
need.
when I put magnesium, or I put 2 new vitamins I put right to my thing, and that's when I started getting funny. And it was magnesium and zinc, and then selenium. When I put them 2 to it, I started getting dizzy and headaches and that.
Do you know
Maybe
what,
you're
though?
having too much of a good thing, Ian. Too much of a good thing.
I don't think Marlborough should have like a cowboy advertising them. I think it should be you. Stood in your cupboard, Marlborough.
And then when you're under the stair cupboard, Marlboro lights.
The Marlborough man.
I'm not on the. It's not Marlboro Light to me. It's the fucking hot stuff. I'm on Marlboro Gold.
They're rough. They're
Why
Marlboro.
Marlborough of all cigarettes? Are they in a black? Is it really sad now? Are they in a black packet?
All cigs are, aren't they?
Just one moment. Just one moment.
Why have they done that? Put cigs in
So
a black.
all cigarettes look
What's
the same,
that about? Putting cigs
and
in
then kids don't. They're doing it so kids don't get influenced by the packet.
Hang on,
And get everyone.
Show me the packet. Don't get me. It's not about live stream, but show me that shows the packet.
I'm smoking weed on it, mate. Look, cigs, man.
Yeah. But Ian, I was thinking of it. Oh, this is just some cunt's lungs. I thought it was the Marlborough badge, but remember that, Ian, when that fucking knobhead was smoking crack on your live stream?
Mate, I do actually. Yeah, what a dickhead, innit?
That big fat doofus started smoking crack pipe on your fucking live stream.
I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
In his mum's in his mum's room.
Yeah.
Thing is, Jim, I've had this packet now for 2 weeks, and I've only smoked 4 of them. Okay, and to me, when I look at that, it looks like a fucking pizza, to be honest.
I do, man. That's more worrying. You know, parents won't really stop the kids from vaping, where would stop the kids from smoking. It's weird. It's weird, man. Vapes are gonna kill a lot more than fucking cigarettes, man. I bet you.
I don't know. No, I don't think so. You don't have all the fucking other shite into it. It's a really bad thing. I'm not gonna. I'll probably throw these in the river. To be honest, it's not a good thing.
Don't bother, mate. Hide them and pretend to throw them in river, right? And hide them, because once you throw them in river, you'll want a cig. You'll get stressed out after throwing your cigs out.
Speaking of cigarettes, I don't know if this was a myth, but I remember Joseph Mengele has mentioned John Player specials. Now,
I remember them cards.
Weren't they the really strong cigarettes, and people used to say they put a hole in your heart? Have you ever heard that, or is it just a wicked retarded thing?
I've just been watching snooker and everything from 80s, man, and all you see is Embassy, this, Marlboro, and all it was then was cigarette advertising. When you
my dad used to smoke Embassy with the blue kind of
lines going through, like Regal, wasn't there? Embassy blue.
Yeah. It's shit now. All the colour is being drained out of life, isn't it? Really, I don't know. Is it people
getting too literal, man? People getting too literal.
The older you get, life becomes more grey, doesn't it?
Mate, no, I do agree with that, yeah, but I do think that lives are getting more greyer, yeah, and I do feel for younger ones, man, because what else have they got to do? We don't have youth clubs like we had. You can't go send them out to parks now because they're full of paedophiles and junkies. Do you know what I mean? You can't. I really do feel for it, but don't give them an excuse to be wankers and doing what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? Or watching that. Was I watching something? Or did I read something? I'll go with watching. But we're on about, right, all the pontins are closed down now. And we're saying, why don't you get all homeless people and put them in there, at least they'll have homes. And then I found myself thinking, I'm like, yeah, but what's it going to be then? They're going to get left there, right, not going to get given a fuck about, and it's just going to be all these chalets. But in disrepute anyway, just like fucked.
They're probably filling full of Syrians.
Mate. Isn't it mad how much the government lies to us, mate? What gets me is how people are just opening their eyes to it, man. Do you know what I mean? It's everything we're doing is lying, a mask so we can't see shit. Right?
Ian, I would said I wouldn't fucking I wouldn't worry about it. I don't watch the news. I don't watch the news anymore. And if somebody tells me about world events, what's happening, I just say don't. I'm not interested. Don't be telling me I'm not bothered what's going on.
But when someone said to me other week, right, that we're actually going to war, I'm like, Rupert, go away. Go away. Go away. Go on. You got friends elsewhere. Fuck off.
Fucking hell, Martin. You look like that nanny out of the Omen.
Yeah, I mean, having said that, Jim, you obviously do look like something out of the fucking 80s.
Yeah, I haven't watched news for a fair while, me, mate. Because you're right, yeah, you watch it and you think about it. You think about things you wouldn't normally think about. Do you know what I mean? Just by watching your screen, and then you ask yourself, why are they letting us watch this? Why are they making us watch this? What else are they hiding? And once you started asking, what else are they hiding, to myself, it wasn't long after that I stopped watching news because you find that they're hiding a lot, man. Do you know what I mean?
Do you not think, though, Ian, that all of this anxiety, it's such a double-edged sword, because before the internet, we didn't have this anxiety, and now we have access to mainstream, alternative, whatever you want to listen to or hear to, and it's there available all the time, and it creates so much anxiety, and none of us believe in anything anymore. You know?
I do believe that anxiety was always there, but I do believe now it's excelled times 1,000.
It's increased.
I do. Do you know it? In it, what?
It's increased. Yeah.
That back door open. Now, fuck off, Rupert. Whoa. He's a wanker, that dog. He's going to come back in.
Sid Precious is trolling me, but I can't block you, and I don't really care.
What, the Ron Jeremy with a micro penis?
I have a small penis, yeah.
I'll do it for you, don't worry, mate. I don't even know. I found some of his comments offensive, so don't worry, bro.
I don't.
For all the viewers out there, that's only when it's flaccid. Like when it's excited, it's massive. Believe me.
No, I must have missed a comment there, mate.
Egg the little weirdo. What does that mean?
I don't know. Oh, right. He's all about Georgia.
Yeah, she's a fucking idiot, isn't she?
Yeah.
She actually is. She is an idiot. She went to a special school, wouldn't she? And I watched the
special school.
Well,
it's fucking true that Greta Thunberg's a bit backward.
Yeah. Well, she's from a country where population's tiny anyway, man. So
she was in the streets. She only went to school a couple of days a week. And this day, she just went in the street with a placard on her own, going about climate change. And some fucking PR man goes, "Oh, hello," you know what I mean? And then, well, that's the story. It's a backstory. Then you hear conspiracy theories. She's a Rothschild. She's on the lineage of the Rothschilds. So
yeah, I'm not heard that.
Who gives a fuck about any of it?
Exactly.
Let them just do the shit theatre.
If they're getting their 15 minutes of fame, end of the day, when you look at it, right, who win, right, fucking related to Rothschild. So many rich and famous people are related to Rothschild, and a lot of them became actors. A lot of Rothschilds have been actors with different names. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. Start worrying about that when you start worrying about who's actually running Planet and stuff, man. Do you know what I mean?
just want to St. Leonard's on Sea and smoke Marlboro. Who's doing it as well? Well, smoke, Martin.
Martin don't smoke. That's Vera smoking, that is. Wouldn't that be funny? I thought that were half a pint with a bit of head then.
That's funny you should say that. Right. Can't really tell this story, to be honest with you.
Oh, you can. You're not on your channel, mate. You're on mine. To say what you want here.
I'll be very selective with my words. We used to run this scam years ago, and we'd get men writing in for this scam. Anyway,
Yeah.
and one of them was an admiral in the Navy, and he had an alter ego called It, and he used to dress up as a woman in his alter ego, and he said it scrubs floors, it sucks cock, and all this. So that Martin isn't smoking, but the alter ego of Vero, the alter ego. Can't fucking say it. The alter ego. The alter ego go of Hugo Go of Martin is smoking. I'm not saying it sucks anything.
Has he frozen then? Because I thought he'd frozen then.
Martin looks cool smoking. I don't encourage Martin to smoke.
I know, innit?
Martin, you'll be smoking crack next, you.
You'll be seeing him dressing like James Dean next, won't you?
I can see. I can see Martin getting with a young crack girl and like they're becoming a crackhead.
It's not going to happen, Jim.
I'm just trying to. That hat looks well full. Excuse me.
Hello.
Don't smoke things.
I'm very anti-drugs these days.
10 more.
Seriously, I am.
What the fuck's that in your hand then? It's a drug.
No, the only time I'd ever take drugs again is if I decide to like end it. I'm really anti them.
Oh, that's any more good news.
Hey, well, saying that, Jim, my roof is about to cave in, but don't worry. Let's look on the bright side.
What's happening with your roof? Have your neighbours left the bath running or something?
No. Well, that happened as well. They left the washing machine going, and then since then it's been discovered there's serious problems with the main roof, which I don't have the money to pay for. So I'm kind of fucked.
I'm sorry to hear that. You should get you buy me a coffee so people will donate to it.
No, don't be stupid, Jim.
Why people?
If it all goes, Jim, if it all goes tits up, I'll be buying you a fucking coffee plantation just to get rid of the money.
I don't want any. I'm not doing lives anymore. I can't be asked. I really mean it.
That's not the thing though, Jim. So bizarrely, I'm rarely prompted to give you money in live streams. But when I see you doing like a little funny video in the middle of nowhere and you're having a shit day, I literally want to give you my bank balance, but I didn't have anything there. So it's horses for courses. Yeah.
Go on, I'm all joking.
So Jim's car was broken down, So we can all relate to that.
I look terrible, me. I need to lose weight, and I look tired. I actually look tired. Don't know. I'm not particularly shattered.
Do you take vitamins and shit, mate, Jimmy?
You won't fucking think it, mate, but I do. Yeah.
Which ones do you take? Do you mind if I ask?
I take nascent iodine. I've slacked. I've gone so lazy recently, and I've stopped taking stuff. But normally I take magnesium, vitamin C, iodine.
I don't think you meant to take vitamin C with magnesium.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
So, all of these things, though.
I looked at something and it said take magnesium on a night because that's the level you help you sleep. Where the vitamin C is through the day. I don't take vitamin C, but I take magnesium because I put in what reacts with magnesium.
Palmetto.
Just worth checking up. That's all, mate.
No worries, pal.
Is that to strengthen your erection, Jim?
It's from a knackered old prostate.
Right. So vitamin C, all you really need to do is like eat a fucking orange or an apple every day or some blueberries.
No, you don't, though.
That's why people.
Or if you're an alcoholic, make sure you drink a couple of ciders every day. A couple of ciders will give you all the vitamin C. That's why the French didn't get like scurvy during back in the 18th century, because they were provided with cider, and it took us quite a long time to work out that lemons and limes.
Farming methods were different then, and the soil was more mineralized, and the soil isn't mineralized now. A lot of the food has fuck all goodness in it, so you have to supplement.
Do you know when you boil?
And people didn't wash their hands, so they got fucking vitamin B12 from scratching their asses.
There's no minerals. And do you know the things they put in? Like when you get cereal and they say added so and so vitamin D for fortification.
Actually, people who go to McDonald's will get vitamin B12 then, because half of this fucking staff are picking their asses when they're making their fucking
exactly. And then you've got all that burgers and cheese, milkshakes. It's all the vitamin B12. Thing is, you can go without vitamin B12 for about 6 years before you run out of it.
Yeah, but when you've run out of it, you got a booster and everything in it, like 500 ml whatever thing it is.
Ian, I was one of those cranky vegans. I was a cranky vegan from like the age of like 9 until about like 40 something, and I've got to 6'1" tall, and like produced children, been muscular, been a also it's made me into a massive tosser, but
No, I think the vegan did that, not the changing. You know what I mean? But Saturday night at the movies.
What are you all watching after? Are you watching any programs, or is Martin just going to be smashing his cupboards up?
Been watching Elementary. Me started watching that again.
What watch me?
No, well, I don't do TV in it, and there's all the same old shit on Netflix, man. Same old shit on Amazon.
Oh, there's loads of good things on Netflix. Seriously, I've just finished watching this French-Canadian cop show called 19-2, and I literally binge watched it because it's gonna come off of Netflix end of the month, and I loved it. It was just brilliant. And now I'm watching like not that Ricky Gervais thing, but another thing. It's called Something Life with Daisy Haggard. And I really like it. She's like it's really good.
I don't know. I watched that Louder Milk other week. I found that really good, man. It does inspire me. That's what inspired me really, to fucking stop drinking so much. Do you know what I mean? But well, not inspired, push, man, because I always wanted to. But that was really good, man. It's about a guy who works in he's the leader of an AA meeting. Do you know what I mean? And he's a right miserable cunt because he don't want to stop drinking, but he has. And it's just a really funny thing.
How many people have we got watching us, Ian?
12, mate. 12
wow.
sad bastards.
Hi, Shadow Watchers.
Yes, yo.
There's literally three blokes like wanking off into the stratosphere on a Saturday night with hardly anyone watching them.
It, man. I don't. Have you seen them?
Some of the funniest, most charismatic people on the planet with only 12 people watching them. It's a disgrace. A disgrace, I tell you. We need to eat more cheese.
Joseph Mengele says, a varied diet. Do not eat all the same stuff all the time. I just gave up the Belladonna family. I don't know what that means. Dead nightshade family. But, yeah, tomatoes. Tomatoes are bad for you.
I live off of
What's the Belladonna? What's the Belladonna family? Was it like a fucking Italian quartet?
Yeah, tomatoes, potatoes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on stage. It's the Belladonna family. I'm funny.
So what if you don't eat none of them? You'll be all right. Pepper's meant to be really good for you, isn't it?
No, Pepper's the nightshade family.
Oh yeah, so all the nightshade family. I live off them. Tomatoes, sweet potatoes, avocados, cucumbers, everything from the New World. You know,
So
I don't care if it kills us because it's good.
all my favourite meals
Tobacco,
there have gone.
potatoes, cucumber,
Is potatoes bad for you too?
Potato, yeah. All
sweet
my favourite
potatoes.
meals have gone with tomatoes.
Bad for you?
Potato.
A sweet potato is bad for you.
It's a potato,
No,
isn't
cucumber.
it?
You know
It's a
what?
potato, isn't it?
Have you ever been to the supermarket and needed a cucumber, but you've have you ever done that?
I got an aubergine.
No, have you ever done that though? You needed a cucumber, but you didn't want to go to a supermarket and buy it because in case someone think like you're gonna be stuffing it up your ass.
No.
I've never thought that. I literally never thought that, Jim, because I live off of cucumbers and hummus.
What did you
That's
do? Then?
just
You
so
shove it up your
inverted that
ass?
you live in that kind of sad world that everything is like so down for you that you can't even buy a cucumber in all good honesty. I feel sorry for you.
A lot of people know me in this town, so if people see me buying
You dirty old man. You dirty old man.
It'll be in Wigan Echo, isn't it? It's like, oh, the Wigan Jokers just got a cucumber. Wonder what he'll be doing with that.
I would never buy a cucumber. I'd get somebody else to buy me a cucumber.
Get yourself one while you're at it,
I might find a website called Buy Me a Cucumber instead of Buy Me a Coffee.
Yeah, man.
Hey, if you met the right woman, Martin, you can have fucking hours of fun with that.
No, Jim. No.
Hey,
The amount of women at the garage who said to me, "Hey, don't worry, mate. I bought a cucumber and some mayonnaise. I'm absolutely fine this evening."
It would be deadly nightshade, that, wouldn't it? Fucking hell.
Yeah,
I reckon
you don't need a pepper. You wouldn't need a red pepper, would you, Jim? That's just about the funniest face that I ever seen you pull. Oh my god!
I keep looking, man. YouTube hold it for so long. I really thought screen had frozen again, man. Fuck off.
It's based on that kid on the internet. Have you seen that meme of that kid on the internet pulling that face?
No. I thought all kids pulled that fucking face, mate. Ugly bastards.
I'm going to find it now.
Does anyone want to see? So I'm at my cupboard. I've got all these photographs. Does anyone want to see a picture of me aged 12?
No, it's just weird.
Not on big screen, mate. We don't want to get taken off for promoting pedophiles.
It's me. It's me.
Oh, fucking hell. Well, you look well
different.
Mate.
You look like fucking Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Imagine if things went well. You know, can't see it. It's all like, yeah. Send me it. I'll look at it after this. Get up then, Roman, mate. Get up then. Not bad.
Very funny.
Can you put this on your screen if I show you on your phone?
No, I'm actually on my phone now, yeah. Yeah. I've just got it, but I'll have a look at it in a bit.
I'll send it Martin. This is my take. That face I was just pulling then was based on this person. Well, I thought it was in my head.
I'll check it out, man. So what did you say you were watching after this?
Just word. I may have to go to a different cupboard. Oh, fuck.
Wow, man, I won't be able to live in that. It's so white, innit? I've been thinking about decorating again. I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to go along a purple shade.
Yeah,
This wall here, I'm going to leave like clear. I want to draw something on there, man.
What happened? You can't beat the weed logo. Did you paint over it?
Yeah.
Is that when you fucked it all off?
Yeah. Not long after. Because I was just looking at it, it was just pissing me off, man, every time. It was pissing me off, so I just went and when I got some money, went down, got some paint and painted over it. But yeah, shit. But no, I want to do like a nice sunny day on there. So it's always sunny in my house. And do you know what I mean? I know it sounds weird, but it'll help me.
It's all going to be all right, Ian.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to make it all right. That's why.
No, your life's going to be all right.
I know.
And so is yours, Martin.
I think both of you and everyone watching is, no matter how bad it gets, just try and imagine yourself as, whenever I've had a problem, even had professional help, is imagine yourself as someone looking down upon you and seeing the absurdity, but also the seriousness of your actions in everything you do. Like D.H. Lawrence, who, you know, people know from Lady Chatterley's Lover, he wrote about sexuality and things, but he could always see that when that feeling had gone, how absurd that intensity of emotion, whether it was exhilaration or depression, was after you were actually feeling normal again. Yes, no, and it's always other people who put the pressure on you.
There's usually no situation there, and your own anxiety is put in that situation in your mind. That is your usual outcome. Do you know what I mean? But your mind can't. Your mind's tricking you because it don't want you. Do you know what I mean? It's your mind's crazy. It can like knock you out and shit, right? If it thinks you're gonna go through pain. You know, if you've been through it before, and all the brain is what it does. It's so amazing. I can't believe it's inside our fucking mind sometimes, man. It's crazy. Don't you think? No, it's got so much power.
But sometimes your mind isn't your friend. Or is that your mind, or is it a voice that's been programmed into your mind?
Yeah, don't you think everything we see is making the space in our mind more fucked because we focus on it? And if our brain sees something that it really done its head in, it throws at it because it's like, why the fuck are you let me look at this?
We manifest stuff, don't we?
So would either of you, if tomorrow, if you were offered like a factory reset tomorrow, would you accept that?
No.
I wouldn't change anything. I don't think. And there was a couple of things I would, but overall, you know what? There is a fate and there is a destiny, because these are really mad thoughts I have. Okay, while driving down the street in my car, and I'll see an old man, and I'll say, why wasn't he Ace Frehley to Kiss? Or why wasn't he Arnold Schwarzenegger? Why are they them? And it's all geography and time and circumstance, and so there is an underlying fate, and you know, of the accident of birth and where you were, which kind of it determines certain things about your life. Does that make sense?
I feel really positive that you neither of you had to think about it too much, and you both gave like the affirmative answer. I'm personally, it probably shows you both of you are more healthy than I am. I personally would have to think about it. Probably not a factory reset, but like maybe one of those ones where you could go back. A restoration, maybe, so to speak.
And a factory reset just resets everything, so you don't remember anything from your life. You're coming out, and then you're getting told what your life is. You don't know what your life is. You're getting it's been filled in, and I already think that's happening anyway, and it makes me paranoid. Go on.
There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee if you have a factory reset that things will get any fucking better. So you'd end up like
exactly.
Yeah,
I think I'd have a restore for like, I think my one would be a restore at 2007.
Martin, you're a very fascinating and interesting person, and only you can't see that. You know, I'm sick of telling you, but I can't tell you to make you think that. You know what I mean? You're a very interesting person.
And I think you get frustrated with me, but you have to understand, I do see the funny side of myself and everyone else.
I maintain that you should do a YouTube channel.
Your own,
Yeah.
You know what?
your own worst
Why
enemy
don't
is
you and Ian-
always yourself.
Why
Always.
don't you and why don't you both team up and become like the two Ronnies on a live?
Well, I would certainly be the one dressing up in women's clothing.
Corbett.
I was all for that. The thing is, I was all for that back in the 70s and 80s. It was all like, like lots of blokes who were totally hetero, always dressing up in like Les Dawson and Two Ronnies in women's clothing. It was hilarious. I was brought up on panto. Like I used to go to like, art school and everything. It's all part of the scene, whatever.
Definitely going to be a pub in Nelson called in Hastings called the Nelson. I bet you.
Gentlemen, all good things must come to an end. I'm going to go now and watch some television. And
yo, bro, I'm gonna do the same, mate. I'm gonna go and do the same and show my dogs some love.
That's okay. These two people are going to be disappearing. I'll be on Ian's live all the way through the night, and I'll be like intermingling with Deanology for a night of absolute fun on the couch.
Oh, please go on Deanology. please, no, Martin, please go on Deanology. Please go on Deanology one night.
Should do, shouldn't I?
Right, anyway, but Ian,
thanks very much. Thank you for having me on, Ian. Thank you.
Thank you, Martin. God bless. Subscribe to Ian. Like his live stream and all that. I'm going there. God bless. Peace and love.
Peace. Speak to you soon, bud.
Thank you very much.
And Martin, I'll see you later. Take it easy, brother. And everyone, thank you all for watching. You've been awesome. It's been fun. I enjoy it. Won't be happening that often, but when it does, you'll know. Peace, y'all. Have a brilliant weekend. Don't get too stressed at knobheads. Not worth it, peeps. You know this. Peace.